Hi, welcome to Hawkstone Follies. My name's Leslie Hammam, and for the next 30 minutes or so, probably longer, we're going to be fumbling around in the hillside, hopefully getting reception as we go around Hawkstone Follies. But before we started, I wanted to start here because it's a little bit special. I'm going to turn you around so you can see. Look, we have this lovely urn here. Hi, Roo. Okay, can you still all hear me and see me? Because the reception has just dropped down again. I don't know why it's doing that. I've been literally on the phone, on the internet, on my internet phone. It was fine until a minute ago. So this is the urn, and it's to commemorate the family, the Hill family, that we're here. And it says courage to carry on, to go on up the steps. So let's move away from here, because I know as I go higher, the reception will get better, and then we can talk about Hawkstone Follies. So let's get up these steps. Let me just put my glasses back on so I can see where I'm going. Now I'm probably going to start breathing through my ear rolls in a minute, because it is quite difficult going up here. And as always, they have steps which are made for giants and not for little leggies. Hey Anne, hi MW, hi Stacey. But you can look at the rock formations here as well, all this sandstone cliff facing. This is so true. And I will tell you all about Hawkstone Follies when we get to the top of here. Look, we've got trolls everywhere as well. Hey, Kiri. What exactly is a folly? I knew somebody had asked me that. Beck, a folly is like it's like an attraction. So it's like an attraction. So they made ancient looking buildings, even though at the time they were modern. So we have the grotto, which is like a man-made caves, and then we have the monument, and then we have the one of the gingerbread house and things like that. So God, hold on, I knew coming back down here and going up here again wasn't a good idea. So basically they're like fantasies. They're fantasy places, because everything that you're seeing in front of you now is actually man-made, and it was man-made in the 18th century. I don't, you know. I'm starting to question my sanity since I've been here. I'm so looking forward to going home. Yes, it is. Yes, a little bit of a joke. And it was actually really, really popular during the 18th century. And we used to have hundreds of people come and visit the Follies every week. Oh, I tell you. Honestly, Judith, you know, I've got little legs. You've got little legs. So coming up here would have been a bit of a chore. It's beautiful though. I do love it up here. The wildlife is really amazing here as well. So I'll tell you a little bit about the area in a minute when we get to our first rest stop, which is just up here. But we are going to go up there in a minute. Let's go over here first. So this is one of the little follies here, and we're full of the follies. It says rest your legs and play a quick game. So you can actually come into the little cave here and play a game of sticks and stones. Look, if I can get. I know, it is amazing, isn't it? Look, so basically, sticks and stones is noughts and crosses. So you can come up here into the follies and play noughts and crosses up here. Isn't that so cool? I love it. Hi, Alice. Hi, Alison. Hey, Deborah. Oh, Deborah. I've always said hello to Deborah, haven't I? Saying hello again. Never mind. my brain isn't what it usually is. But also from up here, what I love is the fact that you can see so far ahead of yourself. You can see the whole of Shropshire opens up. Shropshire and Wales opens up. And as we go up higher, we'll be able to see better. So the Hawkstone Follies is actually set in 100 acres of parkland, and the Follies is a range of dramatic and rugged natural sandstone hills that were developed to include gullies, caves, towers, and bridges, becoming one of the most visited landscapes in Britain during the 18th and 19th century. Oh, bless you, Kerry. Hawkstone history as a place to visit started in 1556 when Sir Rowland Hill, the first Protestant Lord Mayor of London, purchased the Hawkstone estate for just £700, starting the family. And staying in the family for over 340 years. The park was actually associated with this actual estate. So let's we'll read some more of the history as we go up, but let's go up the next stage. As I said, reception, because it cost me 12 English pounds to come into Hawkstone Follies. I've not actually done a test tour in here, so I'm hoping that will be okay, but there might be sections where you lose me for a minute, but I will run around, as you know, to gain the reception back. But I'm hoping because we're up on the top of the hill, we'll be okay. Hi there. Don't know if you want to go up or you want to go to the little rest stop over there, which is quite cute. No, it's not filming, it's live, don't worry. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Anne. Okay, so right, we're going to take our time going up these little steps, and these are the original steps that were carved during the 1800s. Isn't it lovely? You keep saying you will run, but we all know you won't. Cheeky. Don't know what you're referring to there, Deborah. Honestly. Right, let's get up here. Ooh. Up we go. My memory serves me correct. That's the worst part of the steps over. Thank the Lord. But it's going to bring us out by our second folly, which is the Red Castle. And this is, oh God, hold on a sec. Let me catch my breath. Here we go. Look at this. Isn't this pretty? Again, part of the follies. Now, I've got a little signage board here. So General Lord Hill was the second in command of the Duke of Wellington at the Battle of Waterloo against Napoleon's army, and they were represented talking strategy. Originally, this building would have been a place to rest and relax. Why do you think it's called the White Tower? As it's not white. How many sides can we count? Ooh, didn't know there was going to be a quiz, but apparently there is. And there's no answer on the back, which is a bit rude. Okay. Here we go. Isn't this pretty though? Oh, look, a dragon. Oh, God. There's a man in there. Let's go and have a look. I literally just wet myself because I didn't know what that was. But look at that in there. Isn't that pretty? Shame it's locked. Hold on. Put the camera in so you can see. And then up onto the roof. Isn't that beautiful? So nice. And then let me just zoom on the board at the back. You can take some photos of that. There we go. And this tells you about the gentleman there. And then we've got Lord Hill, General. They're talking strategies in there by the look of it. So they actually came in here to talk about strategies for the Battle of Waterloo. How interesting is that? It's white inside. There you go. And look at the beautiful little fireplace. It looks like a teardrop, doesn't it? How cute is that? But this was just like a rest stop. So when it was first made by the Hill family, it was actually just purely for you to come And after you've done the long walk up, just to sit and relax before going in. It was a great place for the winter because the fire would be lit. So it would be quite lovely for that. Let me just turn you sideways, or long ways, I should say, so you can have a look up. Isn't that pretty? Very pretty building. And to think this was just a folly, this was just something that was done for fun, you know, something to entertain your guests when they came to visit your wonderful parkland. A lovely, lovely idea. Got my hoodie up now because I'm getting a bit chilly now after all that sweat. Oh God, try not to fall down the 100-foot drop, because actually the ridge here is over 100 feet high. And the steps we've just come up, that's 150 steps all the way up, all the way to the top of there. Well, of course they would have done. Well, they would have been fired if not. Okay, so let's go back to some of the history. So the generations of Hills came and went without much change to the estate until Richard Hill, the King and the Queen's diplomat and Lord of the Treasury, inherited the estate in 1700. So what was the question to the answer? It's because the white paint and the cladding on the inside. Yes, it's the white paint on the inside of the tower. Hey, Rita. His travels left him impressed by the architecture and landscapes of the continent, inspiring him, together with his younger brother John, to initiate changes at Hawkstone. So then they started rebuilding and doing more. Now, this is the rhododendron bushes in here, but I'm not quite sure if we're going to be able to get a reception. Should we have a go? Or should we just go on to our next folly? What do you reckon? Let's just go and have a look inside and see if we can get a signal. It's quite freaky in here. They up. Isn't that beautiful? Look at all the receptions going down. Hold on. Oh no, it's gone right down now. We'll see if it goes down anymore. If it does, no, I'm going to have to come back out. There we go. We're actually inside the rhododendron bushes in here. Isn't that cool? Yes, wouldn't he though? Maybe it was an inspiration, because we know Tolkien did come around here and get some inspiration from the Shropshire Hills. So you never know. Right, let's go back out of there again. Let's keep with the skies open above our heads. Okay. So the next 100 years, the grounds were shaped with new terraces, trees, lined walls, and shell-encrusted grottos, and various follies for visitors to explore, two of which we've already seen. Visitors continued to grow in number through the late 1700s. By 1800s, Hawkstone was famous. So it's like they really made it a famous place. Visitors came from across the country and would spend 2 or 3 days here as well. Hi Hilary, hi Mary. Look at some more of her underneath the rhododendron bushes. As you can see, there's rhododendrons everywhere here, so it must look so beautiful. Actually, in the midst of the summer when you've got all the flowers blooming, how amazing would it be? And the smells must be enough to knock you off your feet. So don't come here if you have hay fever. The pollen will get you. Let's go on up here a little bit further. Now, if memory serves me correct, it has been a good 4 years since I last came up here. Used to come up here for training all the time before my various challenges over the years, because the steps are really good for the old legs. Look, so I need to go that way to go get a cup of coffee. Okay, so if we go that way, we're going to find the Swiss bridge, the ancient arch, and the monument. So let's go that way. And so let's see what else it says. Shortcut to the monument, monument via the woodland walk. Now then, which way should we go, left or right, people? Usually means if we go into the woods, we lose reception. But let's have a look. Well, we can see the monument through the trees. Let's give it a go. But there's a path, Deborah, and it's got signposts, so we might be okay today. This is why I choose to live in the desert, because literally I can't get lost there because I can see for miles ahead in front of myself. I'm way up there. I know, we're okay. If you go down to the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise. Oh, here we go. Oh, a monetary cypress tree. Look at this. It's beautiful. Wow, look at that. Look at the bark on that tree. Let me just turn you sideways so you can see the side on view. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? What beautiful bark that is. Absolutely gorgeous. There's a sign there, so you can take in the sign as well. Oh, let's get out of here. I can never understand why anybody would want to go walking in the woods by themselves. But just look at these knotty trees. Look at that. Look at the knots on there. It's quite spooky, isn't it? And I love the lichen. There's lots of lichen here as well, which is this mossy stuff, and the white mossy stuff on the trees, which is absolutely beautiful too. Oh, hold on. What on earth? Hold on a second. Oh, there's a, what's that called? A Lawson cypress. Well, you know, it keeps the crazies away, I find, Rosemary. So when I start talking to myself, they're like, oh no, don't go near her, she's mental. Right, oh God, I've got to go into the woods. Hold on. Eyes open. Why have I got to keep my eyes open? Oh no. You know what? I seriously should have just gone the shortcut. Never mind. Yeah, where the heck is that monument gone? It's here somewhere. Right. I'll just keep following the path round. We'll be okay, she says. But I'm quite happy that we've still got some reception. Oh no, maybe not. Spoke too soon. We've got some coast redwoods there. So coast redwood. There we go. We're learning about trees today. Gosh, that's a tall tree. Look at that. That's really tall. Look at the height of that tree. I do love the fact that it's raining, yet we're under the canopy of the trees, so we're keeping a bit dry, which is nice. Keep on going. This is lovely. It's a pretty walk. Well, I've lost you a little bit. Come out the other side of here in a minute, I hope. Hi, Sam. Take a moment to look up. Okay. Oh, God. Oh my God. Right. Okay. I don't know. Are you still there, guys? If not, sorry. Oh my God. I don't know if any of you are going to see that. Can you see that? I'm going to go between the trees. Oh my God. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? That's so cool. I love that. Take lots of pictures so I can have a look later. I shan't be coming back this way. Oh, hold on. Woo. Right, where's the path going? Let's go back out that way. Oh, yeah. Well, I've been looking for Mr. Tumnus now, and I'll be disappointed if I don't find him because actually Hawkstone is actually famous for two scenes, or some of the scenes are from the famous 1980s adaptation of The White Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Um, the grotto was used as the cave scenes during the film, and some of the ground out the back, the land out the back with the follies actually in the background was actually used for some of the battle scenes for the actual TV program. So I'm actually going to be really upset if I don't meet Mr. Tumnus and Aslan. I've come specifically today to meet both of them, and I'll be so upset if I don't get to see them. Oh, balance. The dragon trainers will conquer flying the dragon's back. This is a simple test of balance to see if you have what it takes to one day soar above these follies. If you can manage that, then try doing while patting your head and rubbing your belly. No, I think I think that would probably be a bad idea. Well, I think this must be the dragon. Now, you know that if I get on the dragon and I manage to do that, you're going to have to call me Daenerys from then on. And then Saf will have to be Jon Snow. Look at that. Isn't that cool? How cool is that? That's amazing, right? Really cool. Let's see if I can get you a full on view of that. It's a dragon. Right, let's keep going this way. Oh my goodness me. Gets even more fudgy. Oh, you got torrential rain. Some say the trees like to keep an eye out for travellers and that they are watching you. Well, that's not freaky at all, is it? Why do people like scare me? They must know I'm coming. Ooh. Oh look, somebody's actually put eyeballs in the tree. Why would you do that? They've got eyeballs in the tree. Where? Oh god. Right, here we go. And there's lots of redwood here, which is lovely. Hi Sam, how are you? Sorry, I did see you before and then I lost my reception. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. Our lovely guide from Edinburgh. If you're not following the channel, please do so because she's epically awesome and very funny. And Sam, do you have any tours today? If you do let everybody know. You're welcome. It's starting to get a bit chilly now though. I have to start jogging in a minute to get the blood circulating. No, that's not going to happen, is it? So I just need to find someone for a coffee. Oh, fabulous. Now, I would love to say that I'd be joining in, but I really do have to pack. I was looking at my packing this morning. I packed it all into a suitcase thinking it was 20 kilos. And then Amir nearly broke his back because there was 32 kilos in the suitcase. So I've now got to go and buy another suitcase to spread the load. Yeah, I'm off home tomorrow morning. I leave Shrewsbury at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. Fly to Dublin, and then from Dublin to Cairo to Luxor. Oh look, they're going to pose a challenge to us now. Put your hand on your head and rub your belly. Why do they keep wanting me to rub my belly? Seriously, right? So come on then. So we've got a hop now. Ready? Ready? 1, 2. Gimbal doesn't like it. Skip, jump, and run. Come on, guys, we've got to embrace our inner child. Okay, now we are at the monument. Now then, we can go all the way to the top, but I don't know whether this is a good idea or not. Hold on. get around the other side and I can give you a long shot of the monument. And hopefully we'll be able to read a bit about it while we're here. This is an amazing place, isn't it? Look at this. Just think that all this was built for fun, which is incredible. Look, we do like our noughts and pluses here. Right, so let's go and have a look at what it says. So the monument played a spectacular role in the great festivities which took place in 1815, celebrating the Battle of Waterloo victories. When it was illuminated and was the scene of the fireworks display, a pinetone was created around here by importing a collection of cedars pines from around the world. Some of these trees are believed to be the tallest of their kind in Great Britain. Wow. Try and find one of the red trees and a monkey. Okay. Yeah, me too. Anyone bring a picnic? No, I forgot. Okay, so here we go. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Now, I'm just wondering whether we should go up, but I might lose you on the way up. Who wants to go up to the top of the tower? Give me a thumbs up if you want to go up to the top of the tower. You're not a evil. Right, okay. Okay, but I might lose you when we're inside the building, but I should get you back again when we're outside. So bear with me a second. Okay, welcome to the monument. Please enter at your own risk. Okay, that's a great sign. Well, I don't know at this rate. Hold on. Let's have a go. Oh, there's a nice little signboard here as well. We'll catch that on the way down. So let's go. Hold on, I'm going to change you over hands. I'm going to need to touch the railings. Oh my God. Bear with me, guys. I need to breathe. Are we there yet? We're nearly there. Yep. I see some daylight. Where are we, guys? Nearly there. my hoodie up. Holy macaroni. Oh, there we go. How we made it? How? I have no idea. Holy crap. Yeah, we've got a river down there. Not sure which one. Holy crap. Holy guacamole. Look at that. So beautiful. Oh, you're welcome. I wonder if there was one. I'll be alright in a minute. I just popped up. I think I could do with doing some meditation now. Oh, bless you, Andre. Oh, you're not lazy at all. Don't say that, John. I don't want to jump off here. Crikey. Hold on, see if I can point you downwards so we can see how far we've climbed up. There's the ground. That seems a long way away, doesn't it? It's a bit windy blow up here too. The helicopter in the distance. And actually we can see a lot of the hills here. So we've got Rodney's Pillar over there. And then we've got Sliper Stones and Ponsbury Hill just over there. And then we have the Wrekin, which is just over there. Amazing, huh? You're welcome back. So it's my absolute pleasure. It's good. I'm going to be sat on a plane for over 7 hours tomorrow. So this is actually quite good for me. So look at that. And then into Wales over that way. So we've got the Welsh, Mid Wales just over there. So pretty, isn't it? It is so pretty, you're right. Right, I don't know if we can look up. Oh yeah, we've got a monument just above our heads now. There we go. So we've got two sets of pictures, one from below and one from above. Cool, isn't it? Yeah, bum shuffle all the way down. Yeah, of course you can. You're welcome. Okay, so let's go on back down then. So I'm probably going to lose you again for a minute. Thank you. If I can find the doorway. Right, let's go on back down. Okay, so as I said, as we go down, I'll probably lose a bit of reception. So all tips today are going towards buying me a coffee and a lovely slab of cake. Okay? Right. I don't know which is worse, going up or down. Find out in a minute. My legs are going to be like jelly by the time I get to the bottom now, I tell you. Ooh, I don't like it when that happens either. You have some lovely light and then all of a sudden you lose light completely. I tell you what, if you came up here and did these steps every day, you'd be as fit as a butcher's dog, wouldn't you? Off we go. Ooh, here we go. Nice and steady. Pull it down. My legs have gone a bit shaky now. It is easier going up. It's not breathing through the ear rolls. Now, nearly to the bottom. Ooh. So glad I tied my hair back today. You can tell I'm concentrating, can't you? Because I've gone quiet. Oh man, dogs and English women, I tell you. Hold on, just take the sweat off my head. There we go. Hurrah! Hurrah, hooray. Okay, quickly, if you want to take a photo of this board and then you can read it at your leisure a bit later. There we go. So postcards away, chaps. There we go. And we've all got a postcard. Good, let's go. Oh, hold on a minute, there's an actual plaque on the floor I suppose we should have had a look at as well. Look at that. Okay, so you can take a postcard of that as well and then read it at your leisure afterwards. Yeah, good. Amazing. Right. Hey. Okay, see what you've all been saying while I've been. Now my legs feel better now. How many hours is your flight home? Well, usually, MB, it's a straight flight that takes me 5 hours. But tomorrow I've got to fly from Birmingham to Dublin, and then from Dublin to Cairo, then from Cairo to Luxor. So I've got 3 flights tomorrow, and so I'll start my journey at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I won't actually get home till about 1 o'clock the next morning. So it's going to be quite a long journey tomorrow. Oh, you're welcome. A long day, yeah. So I'm enjoying your guys' company today before I have to disappear off again. Right, here we go. We have this lovely Sicilian pine. Look at that. Look at the leaves on that. That's strange. What a beautiful thing. Yes, I have, MB. This is true. I'm flying around instead of actually what you calling it? What's the word I'm looking for? Having to sit in a car for endless hours. So, okay, so let's go back to a little bit of the Hawkstone history. So, where do we get to? Unfortunately, the expansion of the estate began to exceed the family's finances, and in 1894, the last member of the Hill family had to declare bankruptcy because they couldn't afford the estate anymore. So in 1915, the first 9-hole golf. Hold on a minute, I just jumped ahead of myself. Sorry about that. The hall stood empty until 1906, then passed hands again in 1913, where it was offered to the house. The house was offered, to the government of the day as a convalescent home for officers. A lovely place to be a convalescent home. And in 1915, the first 9-hole golf course was introduced on the land, followed by a second in 1920. Although the park itself started to fade from memory, myth and legends circled the magical landscape. And it's said a small cup was discovered in the 1920s in the base of an eagle statue, which we'll try and find as we go around. Likely to be the well-known story of the Holy Grail. So they even tried to attach the Holy Grail myth and legend to Hawkstone Follies. How amazing is that? Let's see what we've got over here. Welcome to the terrace. The terrace is one of the 4 hills of Hawkstone. This path was developed as a carriage drive from where you will see views and access paths around the park. In the past, the drive went all the way along to Hawkstone Hall. Oh, wow. Oh, it would definitely would have been a brilliant place to convalesce, wouldn't it? So in the 1924, the park was divided up into and sold in lots, and then so the redemption tourists bought the hall, garden, and some of the land. Hawkstone Park Hotel also became a mayor-owned a mayor owned by purchasing lands now occupied by its golf course and follies. So we have the famous Hawkstone Hotel here as well. In 1990, the new owners of the hotel began a project of restoration. With the reopening of in 1993, visitors were once again able to experience the delights of the ornamental walks and follies developed in the 18th and 19th century by the Hall family, which I think is really, really cool. So there was a house attached to this. Yes, there was a big mansion. Visions of Monty Python I hear when I hear the Holy Grail. He's been a very naughty boy. Right, so let's go down here a bit further. We need to shuffle along. I know I'm over time. Are you okay to carry on going for a bit longer, guys? Give me a thumbs up if you're happy to continue. We'll continue here. Wonderful. There is lots to see. We haven't even got to the best bits yet. So I'll stop giving a history lesson, stick that back in my pocket, and we'll just keep on trucking. So I'm all right today. I've taken my ibuprofen, so I shouldn't have any swollen bits for a couple of hours. We can keep going. Who has the picnic basket? I know. Cucumber sandwiches. What was the British? Can anybody tell me what the British obsession with cucumber sandwiches is? I'm still very confused by this. It's very refreshing, I guess. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that view. Posh. It's quite cold up here as well because I can actually see my breath a little bit, which I haven't seen for a while. Yes, no, we don't have crusts on cucumber sandwiches. In triangles, absolutely. Hey, Carla, welcome to the madness. So, I actually said to the Hawkstone guys I would actually be doing a tour from here today. They got really excited, bless them. They were so happy I wanted to video Hawkstone Follies. Right, okay, I'm going to turn you sideways so we can see this great red wood. Look at that. Very unusual in this part of the world. Very unusual indeed. But isn't that a beautiful tree? Turn you sideways again. Oh, you have to eat it while it's fresh. Don't leave it on the plate for too long. So as soon as you, as soon as you've made them, make sure you devour them quite quickly. Yeah, nobody needs a soggy sandwich. Oh yes, it's like this. It's like that. Pinky up. Oh, definitely burning some calories here today, Carla. If you were here about 5 minutes before, you would have come up to the top of the monument, which I can tell you was quite a long way to the top. I was regretting my decisions. Okay. So I have no idea where we are now. I'm just going to keep following the path, and it seems that everybody else is going this way as well. So I'm presuming we're going in the right direction. But there's what they call the Swiss Bridge here, which was basically one of the owners went to Switzerland and saw the lovely bridges that they had in Switzerland. So they brought the Swiss Bridge back to Hawkstone. So we're in search of the gingerbread hall and the Swiss Bridge now, as well as the grotto. And the grotto is probably where I'm going to be finishing the tour today, if we find it. I know it's here somewhere. Aren't you proud of me? I haven't got us lost yet. Doing really well today. I think hats off to the Hawkstone guys for actually making it so we can read signposts so we don't get so lost. And I'm so happy the reception's good up here today. I really am. Because I was really worried we wouldn't have enough reception. That's hilarious. You know what? I actually had to, my Garmin broke and I was so devastated. You have no idea how devastated I was when my Garmin broke. And I actually had some money saved up. So I was able to buy an Apple Watch, but I'm so disappointed with it because the battery dies after just one day. Okay, so the Hermitage. Where's the Hermitage? Oh God, hold on. We've got to try and figure out where that is now. I don't really want to go to the Hermitage if it's off the track. Okay, so the summer house of the hermit, known as Francis, a barefoot father aged about 90 years who would engage in conversation about life and mortality. If asked about his abode, he would recite from Memento Mori and send you on your way around the park, leaving Francis to solitude and views across Hawkstone remitty landscape. Oh, that's a bit of strange, but anyway, okay. Hold on. So I'm presuming the Hermitage is down there, which I really don't want to go to because I don't want to miss the grotto. So let's go that way because I think that's better. Yeah, so we've got the bridge and the grotto this way. So I think that's pretty much where we want to go to. Let's catch up with what are your shenanigans. Well, you say that, but I'm quite sure what would happen if anybody jumped out at me. I'm sure. There you go. We're okay for food. Look. We've got picnic. We've got blackberries, or what's the remnants of blackberries left. Look, so we can get our blackberries on. So we are going hopefully towards the grotto. Grotto. Hope it's not grotty. The man asked me if I had a torch with me, and I'm just like, I usually have a head torch. I think I might still have it in my bag, which would be amazing. I've been back 4 weeks, MB. Yeah, 4 weeks I've been this time. Oh, well done. Well done. You know what? I'm just shy of 1 million postcards being taken on my tours. 1 million postcards. That's insane to me. That is, it's just incredible that people would take so many postcards. I know, right? And I've actually done over 565 tours now. So I'm not far off 700 tours. I lived away from home for many years. 3 weeks was about the longest I could stay when I. Oh, thank you, Regina. I try my best. I do. I'm just glad I found a home for my crazy. That's it. You'll be looking at your postcards later, going, "Why on earth did I take a picture of park bench? What was wrong? What was I thinking?" It's like, oh yeah, that's right. It's for it's so that when Leslie gets lost, we've got a breadcrumb trail. Oh look, troll food. Amazing. I've got a hankering for an ice cream now. Even though I'm cold, I want an ice cream. You know, I haven't had a 99 since I've been here, which I think is a bit rude, really. Should have had. What does that say? Hold on, there's a sign. What's it say? Oh no. Creepy crawly troll food. This bug hotel. Okay. You will find insects nearly every kind. The troll's favourite food is the humble slug. So if you see can you find their favourite bug? There are many bugs around inside the ground, and there's none for the troll is near. So you need to be clear. So we have a bug hotel over here. That's quite clever. So bug hotel or for troll food. How exciting. Oh, hold on. Okay, so sorry, just catching up on the chat. We can go on again now. Oh, Rodney's pillar looking quite impressive over there. I have to get Big Betsy camera out a bit later on. Even though I did hear buzzards earlier, but I haven't heard them for a little while. So they've obviously gone to bed because of the rain, which I don't blame them. So when we started at the beginning of the tour, and I showed you the hill in the distance, actually we were actually looking at this tree here. It's a very distinctive tree. So we saw that from a distance. So true. Yes, I do. This is the one thing I do miss about the UK is the beautiful countryside, and we do have some epic countryside here. We really do. Oh look, it's 100-foot drop there. I should not go anywhere near because you know me, I will go off. Okay, so I was telling you about the battle scenes from the White Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. They were actually filmed down here in this gully because they had the whole of the Hawkstone Follies in the background. So it was all of it was done down here. So if you go back to the 1980s version of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and you go for the battle scenes, it was all taken down there. How exciting is that? So, in my opinion, we should be getting closer to Aslan right now. It is beautiful. Yeah, there is like a. Hopefully, I'm hoping we'll find it. There's what they call the gingerbread house, which is down here, and that is like a little wood cabin. Ooh, Tweety bird. Hey, Murdy. I don't want to see you until I get my camera out later. I don't know what it is. When I get my camera out, all the birds go and hide. Seems to be a theme I'm noticing at the moment. I'm so glad I brought you here for my last proper wander around the United Kingdom tour today. I forgot how wonderful it is here. It really is quite splendiferous. Oh, there's more signage. Signage means there might be something here for her. Oh, well, MB, there is a chance that if you, it's going to sound a bit cheeky me saying this, but if you'd like to sponsor, I will be putting these specifically for the sponsors to be able to log in and revisit these tours. So do have a think about that. So here we go. So the Swiss Bridge, crossing a natural cliff. Crossing a natural cliff in the stone, a rustic Swiss bridge was a highlight of the original tour as it is today. Originally, the construction only had one handrail over 80-foot drop. Oh, nice. And the Gingerbread Hall, an original route. This is where the visitors collected their guide to take them into the grotto into the caves. Okay, so right now then. Why it keeps oh God, no, this is okay. So, well, right, I presume we have to go this way. Okay, fingers crossed that we have good reception. Yes, they're going to be possible. It's something that John Wright and I were talking about a couple of days ago, because obviously Hago brought in this new sponsorship thing, and we want to be able to give back to our followers, especially the ones that sponsor. And for £10 a month, you are able to have a guilt-free touring around wherever we are, and also the chance to be able to log in and replay some of your special moments from some of the tours through our YouTube. And what we will do, so not everybody misses out, we will be doing like a what's the word he said a watch party once a month, so we can actually bring everybody online to be able to do a watch party as well, if you're not sponsoring, that is. Recently rebuilt in 2011, the bridge has provided great views of the pass and taking you under the bridge to the Grotto Hill. If you're scared of heights, take the path to the right. Like you lot would ever let me take the path to the right. You're welcome. But I won't be doing my, oh my God. Right. You know, this is like the smallest thing ever. Just saying. Yep. I know. No, right. Okay, here we go. I don't even get my thighs through it. Oh dear, I don't, okay. Oh, this falls down. Oh, there's the grotto over there. Imagine just one handrail. What is wrong with people? And then we have the cleft down there. Look at that. And more steps. Yep. Oh crikey. Okay, I'm trying not to look. It would help if my bum wouldn't keep getting trapped between it. I'm not kidding when I say, right, okay, my bottom is wet. Look. I think I need to go on a diet, just saying. Now, wouldn't that be embarrassing if I had to call the mountain rescue out because my bum was stuck between on the Swiss bridge? Oh dear Lord! Look at that. Look at that. Oh, there's a giant's chair over there. I think we came the wrong way. Let's just go this way anyway. See where it takes us. Oh God! Whose idea was to put blooming giant steps in? I mean, this was in the 18th century where women wore those bustle things. That couldn't have been an easy thing to be able to wander around with those on, would it? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's where the grotto is and where all the caves are over there. And what are we doing? Going in the opposite direction. Hold on. Okay. Oh God. Hell's bells and cockle shells. Okay. Right. Okay, right. Okay, now listen. Danger, trolls beware. Jesus. Right, we're going to go down into a gully. I'm not quite sure what the reception is going to be like here because we are going between two stones. So I will move as quickly as is safe to do so, but hopefully we'll be able to get some good views of the Swiss bridge the other side from the bottom looking up. Okay, so here we go. Sorry, I really must try and monitor what comes out of my mouth, but honestly, it just comes out without me thinking. So I apologise if I offend anybody with my yokelisms. Uh, I know the things I do. Honestly, I should be on danger money. Right, okay. Now, what I don't like is the fact that we have a lovely, lovely handrails here, and then we don't have any handrails. What on earth were they thinking? Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, right. Isn't it beautiful there? I hope you're taking lots of postcards, guys, and you're going to post them all over Facebook later so I can see the madness. This is amazing. This is so beautiful. Can't believe I'm getting reception. This is amazing. Oh, there's the bridge. Look, that's what my bottom nearly didn't get across. Oh God. Okay. Remember, don't look up until you have a minute. Yeah, look at that. Amazing. So beautiful. Right. What we'll do is we'll turn around and have a look back at where we've just come in a moment. Let's just get down here first. Oh God. Thank God for ibuprofen. That's all I can say. Right. Okay. Hold on. Let me just turn here. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Look at that. There you go. It's a beautiful postcard opportunity for you there, guys. Absolutely stunning, that is. So pretty. Wouldn't want to come here in the dark, mind you. Ooh, okay. Oh, when it's really, really wet, because I think these steps, they should actually tell people to go the other way around, not this way, because this is quite dangerous this way. But that's the Swiss bridge above our heads there. Look at that. It is. And to think that all this is man-made as well is quite impressive, I find. Oh, God. Here we go. And let's have a look at the Swiss bridge from the other way. Look at that. It's so pretty. So pretty. And up, there we go. Look at that. I'm actually quite impressed I managed to get my backside through there, to be fair. Right, I have no idea where we're going now. So we're going off piste a bit. So here we go. Well, it's not off piste, it's actually on the trail, but I have no idea where we're off to. Okay. Let's chat amongst yourselves for a minute. We're going down, which isn't necessarily a good thing because it means we might lose some reception. Yep. Come back. That's because we're in an overhang, I think. Oh my God. Just holding on as tightly as I can. Okay, so yeah, the grottos are this way. Ooh. Look at the moss on the walls. It's beautiful, isn't it? Oh. There we go. See, look, trip hazards. Okay, let's keep on trucking. Definitely going to get a pin badge from here today to say that I made it round. Leave me fridge magnet, I do. Ooh. Okay. Lower path, Reynolds Walk. Look at that up there. So there's just stuff everywhere here, which is just incredible. Just so much stuff everywhere to see. Oh, look, more steps. Yeah, me too. At this rate, I think I will be spending all day here, though, to be honest. Ooh. And this is what they call Ginger Hall. This way, it's a bit easier. Isn't that lovely? That's so cute, isn't it? It's originally called the Temple of Patience. Visitors would wait here for guides and buy gingerbread and lemonade. Amazing, right? Look at that. So lovely. Okay. Ooh. Let's keep going. I'm trying to get up to the grotto now. I've been saying that for the last half an hour, I think. Oh my God, these steps are just unforgiving on my legs. After all the steps in the monument, my legs are like a little bit like jelly now. Served me right for having kebab and chips for tea last night. Okay, right then. Right, now then. Now, I love you all, but we're going to go the easy route this way. I don't fancy doing the serpentine today. Quick route. Fine. Okay, right. We'll be going that way back for our cup of coffee. Let's get up to the grottos. Now, if you are wheelchair bound, they do have accessible routes. As you can see here, this is actually a little road. And this road you can follow all the way to the beginning of the entrance, and you can actually be brought up here by their special little go-kart things. Or if you have a thingy chair. Okay, hold on, my shoelaces are coming undone. Wait a sec, sorry. I don't want to fall over. If you have a electric chair, you can actually bring them around here. So you can get up to the grotto and then come up to the viewpoints, which is really lovely that they've made it that accessible to people. Oh God, why hills? Okay. There we are. Now then. Hold on. An awful precipice. Welcome to Grotto Hill. So the caves and toilets. Let's go to Grotto Hill first. Look. Oh, here we are. There we go. Isn't this pretty? So pretty. Isn't this absolutely astounding? Beautiful. And then we have the battlefield for the Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe below us there, which is now a golf course, as you can see. But let's go I think we can go down this way to the grotto. Yep, we can. We have the grotto below us there. So we're going to see how far in we can go before I lose you all. Now, I've got to try and get down there somehow. So let's see if we can get around. Look, you can see the Swiss bridge as well. That's where we came over the Swiss bridge earlier. There we go. I know, right? They had such an imagination, didn't they? I mean, such an amazing imagination. Absolutely amazing. And this is before televisions and stuff like this came out. So these are all the tops of the caves. So the caves are in there, which is where we really want to go to. I have no idea where I am now because I've obviously gone off path again as usual. But see if we can make our way around because we want to go to the grotto anyway. Yeah, there we go. So amazing up here. Giant's chair, anybody? Just a random giant's chair in the middle of nowhere. Oh, thank you, Roo. I know, right? Now, this is where the caves are. Now, I don't know if we're going to get much reception going inside because we're actually going into the hill. But what I'll do is stay with me, and then when we get out the other side, we might get some reception inside. We might not. But when I get out the other side, you'll be able to see the view from the viewpoint on the other side. Okay. So let's go. Okay. Off over this side. Okay, let's go back in again. Hold on. I'm going to go back in again and see if we can get out to the other point. Bear with me a second. Right, can you see some of this now? There you go. Look at that. Can you see that? I know, right? Amazing, isn't it? Now, as I said, this is the caves where the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was actually filmed. So you need to go back to your films now and see if you can find them. Right, see if we can get you out the other side. There's another out. this way a little bit. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's amazing, isn't it? Can't believe I've still got you. Right. Hold on a minute. Where am I going? Go over this way. Whoop. Just amazing. Look, 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 look. I've still got you. Hey. Let's go down here. Ooh, God. Like a dungeon out here. Oh, look. Look, I made it really pretty. Oh, it's spooky too. See if I can turn around so you can see where we just come from. Look at that. I'm not alone. No, never alone me. Not sure what's going on here. So this is open. Oh, yeah. Oh, yay, door. Oh, oh wow. Look at this. I don't think I've been out here before. Look at that there. That's just amazing. Look at that. There we go. I know it's amazing, isn't it? Look at that up there. If I can bring you back here a bit. There you go. And then some more of the cliff edges there. And then looking out over the Shropshire plains to my beautiful, beautiful countryside where I grew up. This is where I grew up with this all on my doorstep. I was very, very lucky. And of course, now even luckier because I get to call Egypt my home too. And then we've got the beautiful bridge over the far side, as we did before. I will take a load more photos as I go around. Places I've not managed to take you to today, if I manage to see anything extra, and then I will post it later on today if I get time. So that is it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for coming with me today. It's been my absolute pleasure to show you this amazing, magical mystery place. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have going around here. And thank you so much for joining me. It's been my absolute pleasure and honour to show you. One of my favourite places to come and visit while I'm here. It's a little bit expensive, but as I said, to get in, if you book in advance, it's £11. If you book on the day, then it's £12. They try and encourage you to book ahead if you can, but it is a wonderful place to come and bring a picnic and spend the whole day. So, but to also make sure that you put your legs on to come around the Shropshire Hills, because it is a little bit tough in places. But as I said, there is an easier way up. So if you do have a disability issue, they can drive you to the top of the hill. But I will go and double check all that with them when I go and see them a little bit later on the way out. So that is it for me today. I do have a tour at 7 o'clock this evening for the Myths and Legends. I'm hoping I'll be ready for that. I do have to do a bit of shopping though first. So do come and join me this evening, and hopefully we'll get our Myths and Legends of Ancient Egypt on this afternoon or this evening. So I've got it down for 8 o'clock, but can somebody just, Deborah, would you be able to double check what it says and if it says 7 or 8 o'clock with you, so I know for sure, because yesterday there was a bit of shenanigans over the time. Thank you so much. Anyway, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for your gratitude. It means so much to me. And don't forget, if you're new to my channel, you're not following me already, press that follow back button. And yeah, but Judith, it actually said 8 o'clock on mine, so it was really weird that it actually came up at 7 this time. So I'm not quite sure what was going on there. So it was a little bit weird. But that is it for me this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, as I said, press that follow back button. Thank you so much for your gratitude. It helps me be able to fund these tours, to be able to bring these tours to you. So thank you so much for that. And don't forget, I will be posting and sending everybody a message in regards to the sponsorship program and what I'll be offering on my sponsorship program. So wait for me to land back in Egypt so I can get all that sorted out for you. But until then, have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. All that's left for me to say is good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for staying with me so long this afternoon. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all soon. Take care, everyone. Bye. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.